Hi friends, my name is Rishikesh Jalendra Yadav and today's topic is Angular data binding. The data binding in web development. Data binding is a technique used in web development framework to establish a connection between the data in an application and the UI elements that display the data. It enables automatic synchronization between the two, ensuring that change in the data are reflected in the UI, and changes made in the UI also affect the handling data. This helps developers create dynamic and interactive web application with less manual effort. Types of data binding. The binding two types. One first is one-way data binding from due to UI display. In this type of binding, change in the application's data are reflected in the UI. When the data change, the corresponding UI element are updated to display the new data. This is useful for displaying information like user profile or real-time data updates. Two-way data binding, second type, from data to UI display. Similar to one-way data binding, change in the data update the UI from UI to data user input. Additionality, two-way binding capture use input from UI elements like input fields, checkbox, and update the underlying data that keeps the UI and data in synchronized seamless interaction. And advantage is data binding. Reduce boilerplate code. Data binding reduce the need from manual DOM manipulation. Developer don't need to write as much code to update the UI when data change. Simplified code logic. Second, data binding abstract the complexities of UI update, allowing developer to focus more on application logic and less on UI manipulation. Third, consistency. With the data binding, UI update are consistent and automatic, reduce the chance of error due to manual updates. For real-time update, the data binding enable a real-time update of the UI when the data change. This is particularly useful for application that display the data. Fifth, framework and libraries. Several web development framework and libraries incorporate data binding. Angular is a comprehensive framework that provides both one-way and two-way data binding through its template syntax. It also offers various tools for managing component state, the data binding. Thank you.